But first, we're starting today's show with a story that everyone really wants to hear about. The UK's first ever penguin gender reveal party.
Right, OK, so forget everything else.
Forget it.
This is what everyone's talking about. Earlier this year, Sea Life in Hunstanton welcomed a new baby penguin called Squirt.
Ah, why is he called that?
We'll find out in a moment. He is now at the age where his or her gender can be revealed. Dr. Scott at the Penguin Beach. Obviously a big party in full swing there. Scott, why is Squirt called Squirt?
Absolutely. Just as this show couldn't get any more bonkers, my 22-year experience as a clinical veterinary surgeon is culminating in this very moment, presiding over the UK's very first penguin gender reveal party. It's incredibly exciting. The guys have got bunting and we've got cannons, we've got all sorts going on. There is very exciting news, of course, that yes, baby Squirt was born in May to parents Conker and Sushi. It's a very exciting event. It's the first time in 3 years that they've had any babies being born. And the tricky thing with Humboldt penguins, which are these gorgeous creatures behind me, is not only they're an endangered species, so incredibly important that we're breeding them, but it's impossible to tell a male from a female. And normally, as a vet, we would just turn an animal upside down and check for suitable plumbing. In this case, that's impossible. And kind of like other... Well, yeah, a little bit. That was quite obvious, in fact. But the difference is, with these birds, is we actually need to do it by scientific testing. Unlike things like peacocks or pheasants, for example, that have sexual dimorphism, you can tell a male from a female. But someone who was so excited about finding out the sex, the first person to actually have discovered little Squirt is Cody. Oh, hi, Cody, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
So you are very excited about this incredible day.
So excited,
but
so excited.
First things first, the whole nation wants to know. So a gender reveal party for a penguin. Why?
It's just so much fun. You know, lockdown has been a bit doom and gloom. And we've had this little chick with us. We had to keep it a secret for so long, and we're just so excited. We just want everyone to have, you know, some more enjoyment through lockdown and, you know, just spread a bit of happiness, really.
So tell us a bit about baby Squirt. So why the name?
As you can imagine, the Squirt means one thing. So when we would have to weigh the baby penguin, we would have to pick him up, or he or she, sorry, and it would always squirt poo onto us. Still does it to this day, so when we have to pick the chick up and weigh it and give it a health check, always squirts poo on us. So
right, so the name's stuck in more ways than one, really. Yeah. And how do you actually find out the sex, then, of these Humboldt penguins?
So we have to send off a feather sample with a bit of DNA on the bottom of the feather. And we send it off to a lab, and then they do all the testing for us, and then in about 2 to 3 weeks we get the results back, which we got a few days ago. So here we are.
And what sex would you like to see?
I would be happy with anything, but for the captive breeding programme that we have here for these endangered birds, I would hope it would be a girl, because we've got 4 bachelors here, so it would be really good to find one of them a girlfriend. Right, yeah, although 2 of them I don't think that's going to happen, because we do believe, based on behaviour before, that they might be gay. We've got some of the team here with the cannons. Let's see what sex it is. Oh, it's a girl! Yes! Oh, one of the cannons malfunctioned. That is really... That is absolutely
sent us wrong in the wrong path then.
The bachelors are going to line up little Squirt as their next girlfriend. And as they are, Humboldt penguins are actually endangered species. Back in Chile, if it was that the native populations there dwindled, then it could well be that these Norfolk penguins would make their way back there. So, look, the celebrations are going to continue. They've got a cake. They've got a foam party. And, look, if I don't wake up from this crazy psychedelic dream of mine, then I'm going to be jumping in and joining them.
Oh, well, congratulations.
That was a very clever little sideways thing there.
I thought she'd given it away.
I thought, oh, she's blown it.
Yeah.
Blown the surprise.
Yeah.
And it's a girl.
And
well done. Nicely done.
That's what they wanted.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What a bizarre start to the show.
I like that. That's what I like to be talking about, actually.
Penguins.
Yeah. I mean, not just specifically penguins, but nice stories.
I mean, you know, obviously for the next 6 months, it's going to be quite hard to find a story a day about penguins, but we'll give it a go. You know our team.
There's a challenge for you.